2 a.m. after a great night of jackal hunting.
Yes.
Yeah, well, tell me more. What you did with your scope?
Yeah,
What kick you've got on your gun for the jackal hunting?
Yeah, so I'm shooting the 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗹𝗲𝗹𝗀, the latest model, the Stellar 3.0, they call it.
Yeah, it's beautiful, that one.
It's SQ50. So yeah, no, very happy with it. Also got the built-in IR. Infra rangefinder LR.
Yeah, LR, yeah, rangefinder, yeah.
So yeah, no, it's really been good shooting with it.
Yeah.
Still fairly new, so
still
haven't had a lot of game time with it.
Yeah,
I can call it that. But yeah.
Well, I think it was a good, successful evening. So we did about 5-6 jackal.
Yes.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. We got 6 jackal. One we've lost.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
What do you do in stall grass? How do you find it in the stall grass?
It happens, but yeah, it's been good fun.
Yeah, and it's always fun going out with you with the side-by-side chair on your bucky, your truck.
Yeah.
Shooting jackal. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've got we always just used to use an hunt with a single-seated chair.
Yeah.
I think the double one just creates so much more. It's just so much more versatile. I think it
makes it more personal, because now you can sit next to your buddy and have a chat, softly have a chat, and if he's got a thermal to help you scout, with even a handheld, so it's more eyes on the vehicle.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's just more enjoyable, because when you used to go out alone,
exactly,
on your lonesome self, then it just rips the fun right out of it.
Yeah.
So I think the double chair definitely
makes a difference.
It's a game changer, and it gets everybody involved. And now with the latest sites, you can obviously connect to your cell phones and to tablets, and
everybody can view.
Even the guys inside the vehicle can view and be part of that. So yeah, no, I think 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗹𝗀𝗋 is obviously my second scope. I started with the ATN product. Yes. I wasn't happy with that at all, but that's for a different time, different discussion. But gotta say, really happy with
different strokes, different blades.
So you shooting the part?
Yeah, I'm happy with the part.
Also, great product.
It's a cheaper version, half the price in your scope, probably less than half.
Yeah.
But it's a 3-in-1, so the parts is a handheld, scope, clip-on. So I'm very happy with it. I can shoot up to 200 meters easily with it. It's got a rangefinder, ballistics calculation in it, everything.
All the bells and whistles.
Everything. Just the difference is your view through your scope is much clearer than the part. But the part, if you look at the video, it's not bad. So.
But I think, again, I mean, once you have thermal imaging, the pixels, yes, your video maybe looks better when you really look at it. But, I mean, you can still see anything.
Yeah, you can see.
So it's not. I would also advise that if you can afford even an entry-level thermal, rather go for a thermal than night sight or night vision.
Definitely, we use a night sight. But you limit the range on the night sight. You can't see a thing coming up to 400 yards coming in. For the night sight, you see 150, 100 yards. You see, okay, you can see what it is.
Yeah. So no, that's great, John. I think thermal has definitely gone. It's a game changer. I'm actually thinking of maybe putting that a thermal on one or two of the other rifles as well.
Yes.
Especially going, bush pig hunting. Everything becomes so much easier now.
Yeah, I would like,
or just more accessible. Because yourself, sitting in a hide or whatever with a client hunting bush pig.
Exactly.
You're the only one that can normally see, especially if you, like in the old days with a spotlight or in full moon and all the tactics that we've tried before. Now with the thermal, you can literally just sit back with
watching the phone, see the shot placement afterwards.
And that's the most important thing. You can actually watch back the recording, and then your follow-up, how to approach it, and how to approach your stalk or the retrieving of the animal.
But even the guys, these days it's quite difficult to get proper hippos to hunt. So 90% of hippos we hunt is problem hippos in hood spread area, in the guys' fields and that. So you're not sure, you can't see properly, and if you put on a spotlight, that thing goes.
Yeah, it's gone.
Pushes the river. with the thermal, you can follow it and check it out. Okay, you can't tell the difference between a bull or a cow, but you can see it's an adult animal. So you can put it on your 30-aught, you've any gun. You can put your thermal on any gun,
Yeah.
and you can use it. So you have 375 or 416, whatever. So that's a nice thing about thermal. It's so versatile. So
Exactly.
even from leopard hunting, everything. The old days, you were sitting in a blind with a red light and hoping.
You don't spook it.
Yeah.
If you get the opportunity,
Yeah.
then you
So it's a game changer. If we're going to Zim or Mozambique and said we've got a leopard on there, so we put out the bait. So you don't have to sit there with a light. So you can scan with the thermal. You can see it's coming out from a distance, what direction it's coming. So you can be more safe and more prepared for it with the thermals.
I've got now lately. It's become evident that I've had farmers now don't want to allow any predator hunting if you don't have the right equipment.
Exactly.
So they're now starting to,
because the animals,
they turn you away if you don't have the proper thermal, the proper equipment, because they don't want that.
But take it 5 years ago. So just 5 years ago, we were calling jackal with a red light, and if you miss it, he runs away. You can't see it again, and that animal gets smarter and smarter every time. So if you hear a vehicle or see a bit of light, he's gone.
Yeah.
So with the thermal, we've got the advantage. If you do the right calls, remember, if you call it wrong, he's not.
I was actually the other day did a hunt for a farmer approached me and said, "Listen, please, I've got a big jackal problem.
Yeah.
I've heard that you guys do it for a living and you can come help me out." I said, "Yeah, sure." But the first thing he asked me is, "What are you hunting with?" And not rifle wise. Do you have the right scope? Do you have the right equipment? Otherwise, you would rather phone someone or get in touch with someone else.
Yeah.
So the farmers are also getting around. So thermal is the future.
Of course.
And I think, we can probably, at some stage, we can get our thermals
upgrade
in front of the cameras as well, and just chat about it and do a bit of a review on it.
But we'll even put some images of our hunts. And we can put some videos and see that the people actually see what's the difference.
Especially the hunt we did earlier.
Yeah. It's a nice jackal shot.
I think I would have liked to get a bit more, but I think 6 is a good number.
Yeah.
It's a successful night.
Yeah. It's very successful. So if you shoot 6 in the bushveld, it's a good number because it's not the open fields like the Free State or Karoo or Kalahari, something like that. So we've got a lot of brush there. So you especially the grass is tall now, we shoot him in the roads. So in the main roads we shoot him. So there's maybe 10 around us, but you only see 1 or 2 that's coming into the road.
That's the thing. I think the average number in the bushveld is 3. If you 3 is the golden number.
Yeah.
If you shoot 3 for the night, you've done really well.
You do 5, 6 is doing very well.
I think we're way above average.
Very good.
Yeah. Very, very good. But that's always 50-50.
Yeah, always 50-50. And what a gun.
Well, cheers, man.
Cheers, my friend. It was an awesome time.
Been a great evening, and we're sitting in my backyard.
Yeah, so
it's my.
Tell me, this is Otto's a little entertainment area. He's got his musical instruments, and he's got a nice golden wildebeest bull here. Tell us a bit of story about this wildebeest. What happened there?
So that wildebeest was actually hunted by chance. So we hunted in Kroonstad in the Free State.
Yes.
And it was about 3-4 years ago. And took a group there as well. Had a few hunters there. And I think we finished our quota within the first 2 days. Everybody shot their springbuck and their gemsbuck and 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗹𝗲𝗋 and a couple of
good hunts.
Was a very good hunt, very successful hunt, lots of game. So we shot a couple of golden wildebeest, and then I seen this one probably a week before the hunt, and it had a bit of a limp. It was a single bull.
Yeah.
And I thought when I saw it at first, I thought this is a big bull, but I saw the limp. But it was fine, nothing wrong with it. It was just like that old dugger kicked out the type bull. And I told the guys about this specific bull, but the guy had the farmer had so many golden wildebeest. I think out of the herd of wildebeest that he had, 80% was golden wildebeest.
Yes.
So he had a great specimen and a great list to choose from. So there was plenty bulls. So quickly the guys shot a couple. And when they're now done, on the Saturday, I think I'm lying, it was the Friday evening, around the campfire, the guys are like, well, are you not going to shoot anything? You know, and that's like a dare that I'm always gonna take. So I'm actually there to work and make a living. Now I'm
You're
hunting
spending some
myself.
money, extra money on the.
So I actually ended up shooting a waterbuck as well, and shot a nice springbuck male. And then I told the guys, if I find that wildebeest that I saw a couple of weeks back, then that's my wildebeest. And yeah,
You've got it.
the rest is history. Saw it at 400 meters, and it was a lot of pressure. Everybody on the back of the truck.
You shot it with your 6.5.
And I shot it with a 6.5 Creedmoor, and yeah, yes, awesome hunt. And I got it for a good deal as well. The farmer was like, listen,
You brought
thanks,
some business.
thanks for the business.
And some discount,
You can
huh?
have that one at a discount. I think I paid half the price for that bull. So all in all, great experience. Yeah, and it's almost 30 inches for a golden wildebeest.
That's
It's
fantastic.
massive. It's 29
really
and a half inches. These days, I mean, those animals just become more and more rare because they,
Especially with the big tusks. Yeah.
yeah, tuskers are.
So if you want to shoot big tusks, you must go to 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗹𝗲𝗹𝘀, 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗹𝗲𝗹𝘀 area.
Yes.
You get big pigs there. The problem with our warthogs here in our area, the poachers. The poachers are the local poachers with the dogs. They don't grow that big anymore. They don't get a chance to grow that big anymore.
But you can tell us a bit more about poaching in your area. Obviously, you guys have got first-hand experience.
Yeah, we've got problems with that. So the local guys, it's not poaching. They call it traditional hunting, according to the police.
They call it harvesting from, yeah.
Yeah, so they
from
call
their
it,
point of view, it's
so
harvesting.
if you catch them with the dogs, they don't normally come with 2, 3, 4 guys with 10, 20 dogs. They go into your farm, and they actually walk around during the day, mark the warthog holes where they sleep, and they come at night, normally full moon, and they just blockade the entrance of the warthog hole, and they just dig it open, and they axe it with a axe or a panga or something. They kill the warthogs, and they kill everything from small to big. And that's if you catch them on your farm. Normally, if you go shoot or poach, they get arrested. So they don't use guns; they use traditional weapons, like a spear or axe. So the police call it traditional hunting, so that they don't get arrested for that.
Yeah.
So and they actually do a lot of damage. So they will catch 20 warthog, 5 impala at night, and
exactly. I mean, they kill the whole family. So you basically going to take you 5 years,
yeah,
to just establish that family or that group in that area again.
So we've got one stage.
100% right.
The warthog holes are empty. They sleep under the bush. They don't sleep in the holes anymore. They get smarter, the warthogs as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you lose a whole generation of big tuskers.
That's exactly right. And I mean, at the lodge in Northern, where you know our lodge is there used to be so many big tuskers. I mean, you look at the 16.5 incher that actually hangs in the lodge.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the type of warthog that used to be there. Yeah, so it's such just a pity. But I mean, you'll just have to travel further now and
there's
smart.
There's some areas there's no population around it, or close population, so you get him, but you're going to travel 2 hours plus, and you have to spend maybe 2-3 days to get one, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's going to take time.
It's the time factor.
It's going to take time. It's sometimes not worth the money, spending the money to get 14, 15 inch warthog.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think the biggest thing, Jaco, is the time. I mean, you're here for a limited amount of time. You're here for 5, 7, 10 days.
Yeah.
You've got a list of stuff you want to hunt. You want to experience South Africa or your African safari.
You don't spend 4 days looking after one warthog.
Go for one.
Yeah. I want to spend 4 days looking after 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗹𝗀𝗀. Looking for 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗀𝗀𝗀.
I mean, we know now that mostly the clients, if they shoot their first 6 days well, and then they've got 4 days spare, then they might say, listen, let's go and look now specifically for a nice warthog or something. Then you might get lucky. But even for us that can literally do this week in, week out, we don't shoot big pigs.
No, you don't. You shoot big pigs with big bodies.
Yes.
Yeah, you shoot the big pig with big body, but
tuskers or
there's hardly big tusks on it. Sometimes you shoot bigger females with bigger tusks than males.
Yeah.
Lately. So the last time I shot about, I think a 9 inch was a female.
Yes.
And it's a big, nice curls, everything looks very nice. But
so these warthogs that's behind me, all 3 of these boars I actually shot last year, and it was a farm in Koster,
Yeah, but they've got nice pigs there in the coastal Lichtenberg area.
I couldn't believe it. Jaco,
With the bow, that's one of the bows.
I shot them with a bow, yeah.
Yeah.
And the farmer almost chased me away when they collected the third pig, and they're like, "You're killing all my pigs." I'm like, "They're gonna keep coming. I'm gonna keep shooting."
Exactly.
And they were very expensive, but it's just because we don't get them that often. I just lost myself completely, and I said, "Listen, I'm gonna keep shooting."
Yeah.
So they eventually made me stop and said, "You can't go to that blind or that specific hide anymore."
Because
there was pigs everywhere. There was just warthogs. So yeah, that guy's blessed with the nicest pigs.
But even there's nice mountains there.
So we can definitely take a client there.
It's really coastal Lichtenberg area is really nice, especially with the maize fields, and that's also nice areas to hunt pigs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, man, awesome.
It really was fun again, Otto. I think we'll do it in the next week or two again.
For sure.
Yeah.
Good chatting to you.
Yeah. Thank you, my friend.
Cheers.